but Zoro is a South Florida player, so he is from here. So, and he's also been a player that has had multiple tops, Peoria, Kissimmee, so and so. So he's been around. He's been in a rather successful group of player friends. Him and the other Alex K, who we featured yesterday, I believe, as well, and also Saber, who happened to fortunately play each other off in top 32, and Alex Griffiths did end up winning this. So currently we have two Alexes in top 16. Top 16 is going to be the one that gets you your invite to the North American final. And as you can see here, we already started off the game. Oh, is that?
Yes, those are the God Pack variants.
Yes. So we have the Gege Akutami 5 Elder cards in the Super Altart variant that has the foiling, the trimming, the bordering around the cards and the cost and the text box. Super clean. And yeah, these I hope he has insurance in that deck, brother.
Yeah. And Ace is on his curve. Since he is the higher seed, he was able to choose this round going second.
Yeah, so once again we have the player Steel going second, and we're playing Atmos here, revealing 2 white beer cards.
Bouncing the Charlos back to hand, and then swinging 6.
Yeah, so for a small update on the progression of the tournament, we did unfortunately lose the Goldie Roger, the Lim, and the Sabo. The last 3 outliers are all gone, so the whole tournament right now is going to be Imu, Soro, and Ace. I do see 2 of the last Soros standing. No, I don't know if there's more than 2 right now. There's more than 2, right?
I believe so.
But I do have 2 facing each other off. We have Deckbox and Gobroku. Quite oddly enough, they're 2 locals. They're playing each other off right now for that top 8 spot. And then quite a bit of Emus and Aces playing each other out as well. And we're already starting to play out the throne, playing Saturn to get a search. Man, that is too shiny.
Both of these players having blinged out Dawn
The
and
Goldie Roger Don.
yeah, and I think for the most part too, just their whole decks are just blinged out.
Absolutely here.
So I think Zoro here just deciding whether or not if he wants to swing or if he wants to start taking cards out of Ace's hand with that Shirahoshi.
Yep, and yeah, it's one of those decks that gets. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't received the updated bracket, but as soon as I get it, I will pass y'all so our production can get it shown. But I think it's gonna be probably more closer to the top 8 side of things. That way, it's even easier to present visually in the aspect ratio that we have. And yeah, it's pitching now, Charlos.
Yep. I'm playing the Shirahoshi to have Ace go ahead and trash a card from hand. Pitching that Red Rock since it's not really going to do us much since all of these characters are not going to be able to be removed.
Right. Yeah, and it's like the speed at that it goes. You'll see him again.
Yeah.
It don't matter much. And oh, that's Altart Garp.
Yes.
Your searcher for the 5 or more, I believe.
It's
6. It's 5, right?
It is a 3 or more.
3 or more. Yeah.
Yeah, 3
So
cost or more.
he is our fella that can get searches off if you have the 3 brothers as one of your leaders, which is highly splashable into your Sabo, your Luffy, and your Ace for OB13. Or going back, we do have also a original red black Sabo and also red green Luffy. We're getting there. We're cycling. Um, yeah, passing over to Soru. Zoro, also a known black deck player who played a lot of Lucci back in the Lucci heydays. So he's quite familiar with the game plan of getting cards on trash. Countering with putting, so it means like we're not really interested. I did see some decks we're running one or two, so there might be another one under in the deck. So
Yeah, if I recall, he is running two.
yeah, some lists do one, some do two. It's still counters, so very playable from that. So there will be times where I think playing that pudding could be pretty plus. Like imagine like how last game with Josh he had a gigantic hand he's pudding that,
Mhm.
and it's all going back in the deck.
So
And
we're gonna
once again,
Mhm. Second guessing himself. Gonna go 8 into Atmos.
yeah, but guaranteeing the more cards and cheating out on our character. Oh Lord, this is Bird. No, Worm is Jupiter. Bird is Mars.
That is Mars, yeah.
Mars, yeah, Mars, and Mercury is the boar. Yeah, so we're choosing to let go of. Yep,
Pitching another 10 drop.
big. And here we go. Can we get much higher playing off the I am Whitebeard? And we're determining if we're gonna get that boost by taking that life or potentially just cheat out the new gate. So seems like we're
Just
moving
gonna cheat
forward.
out the
Yeah,
new
so
gate, yeah.
we're moving forward to just getting the new gate, keeping it at 6K, pitching off another I am Whitebeard. It is a break, so it makes sense. And then we're giving two Restodons to the Garb. I mean, it's just the option to, I guess. Neither of them are because Garp is 2K, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
so not much.
it's
It's whatevs.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
So only hit him with the ace over here. Yeah, and we're now heading back over to Sadasoru, who has a Saturn and the Mars. Almost a full down here. Mm,
So it looks like just a 6 swing.
Yep, we have checking discard, see what's left. It is not quite 19, right?
No.
It's just a pure six. Yeah, we're taking first life on a side of ace.
And then drawing one off of Ace's leader skill.
In a way, he's kind of like Whitebeard, because you're getting two cards at a time almost. Because at end turn, you get your life, you know, draw pretty strong. And another I am Whitebeard in the hand has been introduced. So we really nice in order to get in another big body for a less cost. And we have a Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so slowly but surely, we're actually hard casting the five elders. We just need Nosuro and Workery to have all of them naturally, which is funny. But yeah, it is kind of a toolbox deck because we have the boost, the protect, the blocker, searcher, and KO. So it's not bad at all to just manually play them, of course.
Yeah, and it does look like he has the I Am Whitebeard event along with what looks to be
He
two
has two
10
10
drop
gates.
or two 9. I think 1 9 and 1 10.
That is kind
No,
of bricky.
no, two nines. Okay. So we're just gonna hard cast one.
Yeah, we're doing 3K 2K, right?
Yeah, so just
Got Saturn going for the 8. Another 8. Last life over here for Hockey Blast. And another 8 going into counter out.
gonna
We're
leader
not quite done
spin
just yet. We're gonna play out. Oh my goodness.
a 10 drop.
Yep. And all the current favelers have already done their thing, so it's possibly time to go ahead and sacrifice everything to bring them all back to once again get all your effects. Full board, protection, blockers, increased attack, rush, and reduction. So the whole shebang. The only thing it doesn't have, it's healing.
Mhm. So we're gonna go ahead and search off of the Saturn here, finding a never existed.
Very good. Good defense right there. It's actually more useful than it is into Sora. Yeah, so I think this will work out better.
Swing another 8. Gonna pitch a Thatch there. I'm just gonna pass the turn.
We have the double new gate right here. Ready for the crackback. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do in the terms of getting that bonus on the Donix too to go ahead and key up. We're cheating out another new gate and playing a 9 gate. So that will be a automatic +2 if he chooses to his leader, which you don't normally should. So we have 8K ace right here. He did take that life, so he's 10.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
He is 10 actually.
he's huge. Yeah, and then we're playing the Otama to get some more draw power in there. So we let go of a 2K in hand to get something else to draw. I can't quite tell.
That was an
Was that
Atmos.
a guard? No.
That was an Atmos that he pitched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 3 new gates on board is quite impressive just for any matchup, and we'll see how it does against 2 blockers facing down. But at least with the pacing that he's going, he can't really be affected by Mars, so that's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars won't stop him. He has to get to higher attack value despite having Nusura, sorry, not Nusura, Jupiter being 7.
hmm
So
Yeah. It just forces it forces Zoru to don up all the characters, making sure that he's at least hitting the
yes,
minimum of 10. But if
mhm,
this is the case, I don't
yeah,
think he will. I don't.
yeah,
I genuinely think he will probably just
go big.
go big.
Yeah, Yamato and Garp. What are we? Yeah, yeah, the Garp got played. So we have another search for some more top end. And Marco right here, the new PRB Marco that gets the draw when KO'd. It's
Mhm.
also a blocker, so that's pretty good. And we're going off here, taking some blocks.
So just a 10,
Ace
another
and
10.
Newgate. Never excessive protecting that life. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go to 0 into Ace because they will make you hit yourself by playing the Goldie Roger, right?
Mhm. And then it looks like we're going to swing 8 into Newgate, reducing the Newgate.
Hmm. So 8 for 8.
Yeah. So swinging 8, another 8 with the Saturn.
Yep. And due to being 0 life, we should be keeping our 10 gate up life, ready to block. So we have a ginormous ace. We have our 10 gate. We have leader effect and Aso, I think a Yamato, and a couple other cards in the hand for counter. So not crazy. Yeah, Yamato Marco. And the last I missed it. Look at these guys with that World's Dawn from the first year One Piece.
So we're going to go ahead and 10 drop here.
Yep. Drop in 5 unks. And again, turn player gets to choose sequence on how he does his effects. Going with Saturn first, getting the information, getting another never existed great event counter. Not much to do on the side of Mars besides getting rid of Garp, but at that point, Garp is so low on attack power. We still got our new Euro ready to rush and Jupiter boosting. So it seems like that's the plan here. We have our 7 going to a 10 for a 10 for 10. Should be an EC counter. Yep.
Well, we're gonna do leader skill there to reduce it by
Oh, we're
2.
yeah. So we're gonna immediately stop that then. And we're playing Yamato to get that draw. Pretty good. Yeah, both players with a very nicely developed board. We have the ace at 0. He is no longer a huge ace like he was last turn, as he has not played a Newgate. But still, having a 10 cost Newgate is really big, and he will have a leader skill to use next. Sorry, on opponent's next turn.
So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and swing an 8 at.
I mean, you just have to go face, right?
I think so at
Yeah,
this
it's just
point.
too much to go into New Zero because that's 8 to 7. So you're forcing 2K, or at least force a block. You be going to leader. And we're letting go of Warkery with that block here.
Just to draw one.
Yep. And another 10, and we're letting we're 10 into Nisura. Wait, hold on.
We're gonna block.
Yep. Mars. And the last one, we're playing off the Marco. So now we have 2 blockers from board, and when that Marco takes that block, he will get to draw a card. Plus, leader will draw a card from that. So
He draws 3.
that's a lot of cards. So yeah, that's the benefit of this deck. It's in a way its own Whitebeard because you're walling up with those big blockers, and at the same time, you're getting an absurd amount of draw power too. And we're going some big swings from this Euro. Going to be going 8.
Leader skill and a 2K.
Yeah, that started like Uta, the one that gets cheaper by the having a 10K or more. And we're cheating out another 5 elders.
Searching with Saturn. Finding another never existed.
Just collecting them.
We're going to pop the Yamato with
Yep,
Mars.
definitely finally a target for that Mars.
Swing 8, reduce the new gate again.
Yeah, it's not going to be doing much, but it's still going to be a guaranteed block.
Block 2. And we're just going to pass. I think we're going to get some clarification on who won.
Yeah, 'cause it seems like it could go either way at
Yeah,
that point. So both players just decided to gather the cards and go for the game too. I mean, one way to find out really is it's whether or not Sora goes second.
yeah.
Yeah, right. But I think with the way it was going, it's like,
I mean, Zoro had 2 life.
yeah,
He had
we saw Marco on the side of Haki Blast.
Zoro won it. So
Yeah.
Hockey went ahead and
Hmm.
uh
Yeah, it wasn't giving enough
conceded.
count. Yeah, because
Yeah.
only one block and like three cards in hand left after that. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they more than likely were talking back and forth and were like,
Hmm.
do you have enough counter
Yeah, for
for
sure.
the
And it's
Roger?
definitely a good idea to like sometimes you gotta be conscientious of time as well because we
Mhm.
have 40 minutes left on the clock, and these games can sometimes take a while. So
Yeah.
knocking one out in 20 minutes, not bad at all.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you have enough time.
Yeah. So one game away from Alexander here, making it top eight. I think that it did win the game one here, and yeah, he's been somebody that's also topped a lot of times, mostly 16s. So he is actually one game away from getting his top eight and serial. He's come close in a few other games, but there will be times where he have a bad matchup on top 16 and not advance. So we are currently discarding a Marijoa, and we have Hockey Blast over here playing Otama, trying to find cards, and we're filtering out Atmos.
Charlos hitting that workery.
Mhm. Yeah, seems to be a pretty good start playing out Marco here, getting that block. And we're doing the six into the ace. Probably want to conserve, so he's going to do a 1K. Do have two Yamatos. One Josu. Letting go Josu. And we're cheating out early with the stage, getting out Workery.
Passing on over.
We're still at four in trash, right? I think four in trash. So
Yeah,
we're
like
right there
four.
to block our city.
Yeah. Opted not to leader skill that turn. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Play down the Jozu, bounce the Otama, and
Yeah.
then bounce the Workery.
Yeah, so at least you got your value from the Otama. You get your 2K back, or another chance to filter out too, if you want to. And we're going to be playing our event. Oh, no, sorry, we're just starting it, right? Yeah. And we keep poking for six, but no, we're going to be doing a play from stage first, even all the rest, and we're going for Saturn to search out into possibly more five elders to put in a discard pile.
It looks like that's 3 of the 5. Found the Nishiro, it looked like.
Ooh, two never existed in the hand. Letting go for Workery. Big swings. 2 and an 8.
8 to Marco.
Oh, and we're getting these draws right here.
Yeah, and then playing down the Shirahoshi. More than likely swung into the Marco to make sure
Mhm.
he doesn't get the benefit of drawing an extra card later since he didn't have that Don attached to his leader.
That is true. Yes, you do want to take advantage of that when he's not done X1 for ace. Yeah, and we have to Get that pitched out with the Shirahoshi, playing out Otama, getting more filter. Pitching out Yamato.
Mm,
Yamato is gone from the hand altogether now, I think. I think that's the last one.
I think so. No,
Oh,
there's
no, no.
one more.
There's a third Yamato. Okay. And we're just poking for the 6 into the Shirahoshi. Definitely don't want to keep her around there. Bouncing out Otama again and bouncing out Saturn with the Josu. Quite nice.
Yeah, makes sense since the
Yeah.
Shirahoshi would have to put two cards back
Hmm.
into the deck. So
Yeah, you stopped it. And potentially we're gonna be going for 7, right? So that's oh, we're playing ESO first, getting a search for a Whitebeard Pirate,
uh,
and also you do get that that draw, right? Is on opponent's attack once return draw.
yes,
Yes.
yeah, draw one and then essentially cycle, right?
Yeah.
You put a card back into the bottom of the deck.
Hmm. Yeah, that's quite the good setup. Still, is he thinking if he wants to Josu or what's?
He's thinking about what he wants from the Ezo search,
Oh, true, true,
I
true.
think.
Yep.
Or no, oh, I think he drew one too many. Yeah, he drew one too many. So the judge was
Uh, well, thankfully our judge here caught it and got its result, so we're Gucci now. Yeah. So now, ooh, okay. We are keeping Josu upright, and yeah, we're giving it back here to Sora with Emu. No characters on board. It is almost full done here though. So playing out Saturn for more search power. The trash pile is not that big at all actually right now, which is kind of harsh to be such late game already, and you only have unless something is stacked. I mean, something I see only 5 cards in trash knows.
yeah, it should be five.
Yeah, it's that it's not so good for a deck that wants to go on 7, right?
Yeah,
Wants to go on 7 and 19 to get the full benefits. Yep. So we're going to be dropping Nusuro here to get a leader skill. Play Mars. Yeah, and Charlos. Ooh.
getting another Workery.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. Like we're already at 7, so
Yeah,
now
now.
we have to lock her up and active.
Hmm.
So two Josus, it proportionally to the board that we have on the other side is not bad at all. So it's a pretty good offense. And we finally made it to the point where we're dropping the leader of the Whitebeard Pirates here at Renewgate. Two is going to be one of those that you'll pitch and you will get 2 cards rested to your character and 2 to your leader. So now you can potentially make your ace an 8. You can potentially make your Josu into a 9. So quite the big swings. 2 and 2. Fully tapped out, however. So we get to go smallest first, blocking out with the Charlos. And now, oh,
I'm just passing.
aha.
Interesting.
Yes. So for a second time, not we have not attacked with Josu.
Yeah, maybe just establishing the board to just
Mm,
swing all out later.
yeah, just doing the nail strat, just getting all the big bodies first, and then finishing them off with big swings, right?
Hmm.
Plus, yeah, 7 is pretty big, so that makes sense. And here come the 5 unks here. We have seen some of these get played in the past. Oh man, past hour and a half, I think at this point.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely been more than five unks at this point.
Okay, and
So just a simple block and then just pass.
quite interesting. So might get some mileage from the 5 elders in that case. We might just go for like Mars swing, leader swing.
Yeah, I
Five elders, swing.
think he opted not to just because he didn't have
That is true. Yeah,
all of them in the trash.
yeah, and it's also a big body too, and there's
Mm,
no way to get. Well, it's Red Rock, right? So
yeah, there is still Red Rock, so if
Red
he
Rock is sick. That's a big investment. It will suck though.
play down
Okay.
Atama. Oh, I think he found the Red Rock.
Oh, that's your PRB Red Rock.
Uh,
Oh no.
He did pitch the interesting enough, he did pitch the Roger.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with the pacing that it's going, it might now get to zero life against the wall. So
Um,
I mean, you're still at two life. He could do it. We have to sacrifice the East also, and we're back at it again. You using the Sage effect to get another five elders, and we're pitching now Nusturo and full full set. Yes,
yeah, full set.
and we have gathered the full set of the super altard five elders here. One of the main highlights of the OP13 carrying on as well.
Yep.
Yeah, throwing it in the tank cost is pretty nice, and we're doing a $5 at your service. Further fueling that discard pile, it's huge.
Finding a Jupiter as well for the 2K.
Yeah, and this, it's one of those card game things because at first the trash pile was like rather small, took a bit of effort to get to seven, and now we're
At 12?
well underway. Yeah, we're quite there. Six, two sixes. Appreciate these guys stacking their cards. No, sorry, stacking their trash pile accordingly, so it's easier for us to read. Sora seems to be a fan favorite in the chat here to take it all, but we'll see. Still a lot of games to play.
Playing down another new gate here.
Hmm.
Draw to pitch one. Gonna pitch a pudding.
And we're granting these dawn, and we're finally, we're gonna go in sequence apparently for 7, 8, and then 9. Joseph finally attacks. Even Newgate is attacking here. Still at 3 life. Ooh, one blocker still active there. And we're off rip gonna be attacking with Saturn.
Got 7. Another 7. We're gonna leader skill here.
Once again, back again for another turn. We're playing 5 elders. Second Sharia here and playing them out all over again, getting all the effects up and running. Ooh, so I mean it's kind of like redundant, but we do have a Soro in top 8 now. It was a mirror match. It was
Oh yeah,
it was gonna happen. Maybe if things keep going well, we'll have Jackson back in the stream table. The 5 elders are all back over here, and they have a good time to go ahead and play Nusturo and chunk into one of these rest of characters too. And Marco. And we're selecting Josu and getting rid of it. Oh, we're clearing the board here. Are we going to contest this attack? And it seems like we will.
Leader
Leader skill
skill.
minus 2k and attach 2k. Goes back to Hacky over here.
I think that was another 10 drop that I saw in hand.
They're just top decking 10 drop after 10 drop, yeah. It'd be that way sometimes. But as the game goes on, Soro is little by little inching towards his first top 8 win here to get his serial and his other top 8 pricing. For a small correction, I wasn't sure on what the pricing actually is. I could have sworn by now we were going to be on Three Brothers. We're still on the Shanks Pirates, so that's my bad, guys.
Oh, we're gonna.
Marco Polo. One interesting thing that I saw it's that a lot of them, at least in this English meta for this event, their 2K of choice has been Dash, whereas seen in Japan it's Kingdu. But I did see somebody play Josu, the Russia one. So it's
I think it's a matter of preference, right?
yeah. Maybe he likes his Judge Pack Josus also.
Mm. And also having the ability to rush, right? It can steal wins.
Yeah, I do think Josus is the only max rarity 2K choice.
Mm.
Because you got a Judge Pack and a Store Championship Pack. It's the Diamond Josu arm art one. Hold on, is it actually hockey? I gotta see his picture again.
I think
It's
it's
hockey.
hacky.
Yeah, it's gotta be hockey. Yeah, it is hockey. But that's like one of those things you would see where the text to speech is doing that sometimes. Hmm.
Oh,
Huge.
not a cards left in deck.
Yeah, it's getting to that point. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely don't want to deck out. That's one of those things with black decks. They go through a deck quite fast. Sakasuki, Lucci, BY, they all do. And we are popping a Marco here, getting 2 more cards drawn via the effect. And both players have lost. Oh, no, sorry. We have 1 life taken and 2 life taken.
Zora here, just double checking essentially what's left in
Yeah, I
his
mean,
deck.
at this point, you can definitely see what's left in your deck, right? Because
Yeah.
there's only like 4 or 5 cards left, and it's like, well, it's this and that, right? So, in a way, he has his back against the wall because the more this game takes, the more he's gonna draw into. So he's gonna have to work around dodging draws and searches and adding for hand because he's getting very low.
So just a 6 at life. Gonna give you pudding.
Yep. Use Euro swing. That's gonna be 10. Not much. I see. I think a Nuda in hand. So and we're finally going back over here to Hockey Blast and still holding on to 2 new gates to go back to be active. So that's quite a bit amount of defense left. Mathematically, really can't take the game just yet. But we're playing I Am Whitebeard. Uh, I forgot what was the strat on whether or not, and it is he will be taking that boost for
Mm.
2000 and the 2000 boost from Edward Newgate 9. 9 gate here, so we're at 10k ace going into that, and we're going to be taking those blocks. And we're triggering 5 elders at your service, getting a Meal card for a 2k in hand. I think it's 2 cards left in the deck.
I think he had 9 because he had searched.
Oh, it was more than that.
So I think now he's at 8, or
Yeah,
should
you
go
got
to
the counter.
7, right?
I just glanced at it.
Well, it looked like when he fanned out his deck, he still had about 5.
Yeah.
White
So
sleeves are hard to look at.
of course. So it is going to be no blocker. Sorry, no new gate blocker. We have the Uta blocker, who's not all that strong, but it's still a card you can draw when she gets KO'd by that. And then 10k ace, forcing Sora to go high with her 5 elders. So we're going to be leader skill, get rid of Saturn. Oh, sorry, no, I'm mistaken. That was the block, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I looked up and it's like, hold on. Yes, this is game 2. So yeah, it is getting quite low on deck. Potential Goldie Roger in the horizon if things stay as is, and we're playing out a 5 elders, pitching a event and getting everybody back in place. 2 blockers, searcher, and the deck keeps getting smaller and smaller, guys.
Yeah. We'll actually be able to probably see every single card. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Not much left to use
He
here, and it's
still
glance
needs
5 in hand.
to shuffle his deck because he just searched.
No, it's put back in order sequence, right?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Because
Very rarely in this game you see Tomaru and the artificial devil fruit. I think Smile is the ones
yeah,
you shuffle.
yeah. It's one of
Very,
those weird.
very early in the game lifespan cards here. I don't
Uh,
think many of those do a shuffle. And yeah, we're saying, oh, and here we have the Goldie Roger putting that pressure immediately off the get go. We're doing ace swing, new gate swing, potentially all the new gates, and then ace at the end. Sorry, Roger at the end. Yep, there is no way
yeah.
out. And he's
And
gonna
they
block.
block and
And
lose.
so we're going to a game 3 here, fellas.
Game 3 with 17 minutes left in the clock.
Yes. So yeah, that's gonna be quite the game because mathematically Emu does have more life. So if Emu can hold on and keep a higher life at the end of time, it does win the game as one of the first tiebreakers too. So we'll see. But also Ace does get to go really high attacks and could take Emu lower than the Ace health. But now Sora does get to go second, so that's also good. Sora lost the game, so Sora gets to pick, which I assume he will want to go second, right?
Yeah, I think
Mm.
Zoro would just to go on his
So
curve.
he has to have his curve. So Sora has everything ready to go on his side of things, except the heart of the cards here. If he can get all the components, he did have a slow start at the beginning of game 2, but he managed to pull it back. It was just unfortunate that triple Newgate and Goldie Roger happened.
Mm. So I think this is where it gets a little difficult, right? You
Yeah,
have
this game is going to be critical on how good Sora's decision making is
mhm.
because he's had to think what to pitch, what to search into, when to do it, and he only has 15 minutes to claim this win. So he needs to make some really fast plays. Ace in the other hand, I don't think it's much. I think it's a simple curve out. I think the biggest decision making is the countering side of things.
Yeah, well, with 15 minutes left on the clock, I think it boils down to you have to counter every single swing. You
Uh,
can't take a life
mhm,
because if you
yes,
hit 0 and go over into overtime, you're you're essentially gonna lose if you go
correct,
less than
correct.
your opponent. So,
Just to have a reminder, in case the time does get cold, while we still have idle time, I'll say the end of time, you will know it's going to be your life, hearts and deck. Sorry, tiebreakers. Yeah, life, cards and deck, characters on board, who took life last. So obviously, Ace by default already is in a bad spot for that. And when it gets to time, when we hit the 1 hour mark, unlike in best of one in Swiss, where it's one game, right? You get 5 minutes there, 2 turns each. In best of three, you're gonna get 10 minutes, but still keep the 2 turns each.
hmm
Not 3 turns each, not 4 turns each. No, you get 2 turns each, 10 minutes. So you're essentially just getting a little more flexibility on time for those 2 turns, more breathing room, right? But yeah, it is still 2 turns each. It's no longer past that. So whichever hits first, 10 minutes or 2 turns,
yeah,
which most likely will happen because of the way that it would go on here with the pacing.
hmm
Yeah, 30 minutes is a lot.
yeah. So, uh, Ace did go ahead and go first. So Zoru is second. He's gonna go ahead and use leader skill
Mhm.
and pass.
Carson deck is a tiebreaker, but at the same time, like you have to see your cards, right? So you need to leader skill.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
I think it goes down to both of these decks kind of draw a lot.
I mean, yeah, the decks nowadays do draw a lot, so
It'll be rough. It'll
mhm.
be rough to to tell.
I just think naturally, if it gets to the second tiebreaker, it's kind of hard for that.
Mm.
Oh, and we got Shalria here. We finally get a search, getting a never existed.
We're gonna, yep.
Oh,
Oh,
and
and
we're up in sacrifice Shalria here. Saturn. We are going for it. Sora's going for it. He said, I don't care about my deck count. I'm gonna have the most life. I'm gonna get you down to less than me, and I'm gonna win that way.
draw for turn should be at 5.
Hmm. We're still on the setup phase for Ace here. ESO and Garp, not much able to do, and we're trying to counter that out. We are now at three lives each. We have now evened out the life count, which is kind of rough.
Oh, now we're got 2.
Uh-huh.
6 and 6.
Countering. Yeah, so the name of the game is to survive as long as possible. So I don't think they're gonna have enough time to complete a game. They have to just attrition
hmm
and have the most life.
I agree.
I think we need to get a visual update for the life on Haki Blast over here. Should be a 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes with these black sleeves kind of gets blended in sometimes. Another draw. Yeah. Ace does draw a lot too, but it's in its own special way. And that is a handful. So hopefully it's plenty of counter to be able to keep it at 2 lives, so it doesn't go any lower than that. Goldie Roger in the hand, but I don't think it's going to get that far in the game. So that's an easy probably pitch for effect, right?
You yeah, I think you could later on because I mean you typically run 2, so you'll more than likely see the second one later.
Uh huh. I mean, we're still going. We're at 7 done right now for hockey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely get to 10 done and whatnot on both ends. Yeah, but the match is slowly but surely reaching its conclusion here. 10 minutes left. Like I said, we can do 10 minutes overtime when it gets to it. 7 dawn. Hmm. Very tough spot here. So it's justifiable. Take a little bit on how to do your play, how to sequence it out. So we're going with a Yamato for the 5, 2 dawn left over here, getting those rested dawn to the ace. So now he has been enabled to dawn x1. Unfortunately, neither Iso or Garp can get their A attack value for anything. So we're gonna go big. 9.
And 9 in life. I think we're just gonna block.
Yep, Mars blocking over here. Yep. Not much consequential because once those 5 elders go up, you'll just get Mars back and get that pop too. If you need to, of course. But yeah, Yamato there is good. That draw, bigger swing. And we have Jupiter now.
Swing 7 here with the Saturn.
2K, playing Workuri. But yeah, hitting those sevens is really good because now you're pressuring. But now we have I am Whitebeard. Unlikely that he will take that boost. Just playing out that Nugget is good enough. We'll see. And he is not gonna do the secondary effect, it seems. So
Yeah.
makes sense. Big blocker is pretty good. Still got a lot of cards for counter in the hand. So ooh. Mhm. Clearing Saturn with the ace attack. Soul 3 to 2 life.
So just 8 at life
Jupiter
here.
takes the block.
Leader skill gonna play down the
5
10.
elders. No hesitation. Straight off the stage effect. Pitching Mars to bring back the whole squad. And now we get to do some things here. Have everybody on board, get the boost, protection, KO, everything, you name it.
We're gonna go ahead and search for Saturn first off.
Another 5 elders off a surge. Very strong. So 5 house is 21. Right? 5 house. Yep. Yeah, we're getting rid of Yamato here. One stacker, so it's less pressure on the side of ace now because it's only Newgate and it's an on and off you want to block with it. So that's not really an attacker. Meanwhile, Soro is putting on the pressure with Nosjuro here. And he takes his second last life over here, draws into a red rock, which might not be the best thing to do since everything is kind of low to the ground, really.
Yeah, I mean, nothing could get removed
That's
now.
target. Oh, yeah, just remove altogether, right? Not just KO. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, now. Mm,
Yeah, if the boost would have happened, it would have helped a little bit, but choices.
he could I am Whitebeard into another 10 cost and then play down a Uta.
Hmm. Yeah, triple blocker, not bad at all. and also big attack value for leader too.
Yeah.
Yep, and
Oh,
he's hard casting the Newgate.
all right. So we're at 8, swinging 9.
Sort of inching closer and closer to that first dub for top 8. And it's this 9. Yep, 1 down attached, 9 swing. And we're blocking, we're workery. Passing it back to Soro here. He still has 4 out of the 5 elders. Nosturo ready to go with that 8 immediately into the ace. So 8 for 8. Doing that leader effect. Oh, so that's a 1K.
Yeah, because he's at 8
Yes.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. He just do the Magnus Carlsen. Oh my God. As you all know, the meme with the chess player where he celebrates winning and then he walks off, a lot of hand gestures and comes back and shakes the hand. Yeah, we saw it just happen in top 16. Goblin just won, stepped out, celebrated, came back, fist bumped the opponent. Definitely intentional. Wish I had that recorded.
Wonder if there's a camera around,
Oh
get
my
the
lord, that
venue
was
to
so funny.
watch the tape.
Oh, that was great. From another one Alex to another. Yeah, and we're getting close to time where it will be 2 turns each. Time 10 minutes, but I think it's almost getting to the end, anyways. So in a way, they did play out pretty fast for this game too.
I mean, a little.
I mean, getting 3 full games in 60 is it's not the worst.
Yeah.
I already forgot what Alexis is playing. I think he's playing Emo as well.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
playing
that
Emo,
sounds about
yeah. So
right.
he's copying on copious amounts of expressions in his face. 5 elders. Let's go. Yep, he's gonna park that then, and there's not much can be done about it. Not much can hit it here. So it's gonna stick there and be a body. 2 minutes left. It's crunch time. We have the Goldie Roger and Whitebeard Marco in hand, and we're gonna be doing I am Whitebeard. 10 cost Newgate being played out. Sacrificing another Newgate, giving 2 Dawn and 2 Dawn to 9 gate and the ace, opting to not increase. Yep, and immediately off rip, we're gonna be doing Never Existed. Big swing with 9 gate. Mars goes. 10 gate takes life. We're at 2-1 life right now, letting go with Uda, the cheap Uda. Only 1 blocker left on Haki's side of the board. No, it's 0 into Newgate. Or
Yeah.
like reducing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
He could,
he
but
could
it's
have
a
swung
bait.
into it.
And we're gonna 2K. And another one. 2K. Another. And another 2K. That the hand just went to Soch. 3 cards left.
Leader skill.
Yeah,
12
and we're
in a
manually
Newgate.
swinging out with the 5 elders. Uta is taking that block. We still got 1 block from the 10 gate here. Dude, that was like, why are you putting the stitch over there? It was a stack. And he did do the activate main of the 5 elders. Everybody's back on board. So we now have 1 more Nosturo swing, which can make things smaller again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's most likely now gonna be could do 7-7 or sorry, no, it's 6. Yeah, 6.
So we did go into time here.
All
We
right,
are in
so time
overtime.
turn player is Soru. He has this turn and then another 10 minutes total or 2 turns each. And we're gonna be going for that block because the 9 gate is probably too small to defend itself right now. Yep. Alex turn 0 here. It is crunch time, 2-1 life right now. As it stands, Alex is winning the game here. And he's going to do a leader swing into the 9 gate. That was, I believe, 6 from the no zero effect.
Mm,
And we take that draw. So we have one less attacker here. Going back to turn player, turn 1. And we have 2 10 gates, nothing else. The hand was massively depleted during those countering sessions of all these 2 kits he was given out earlier. We have a Goldie Roger, but we have 2 blockers on the side of the board for Sorrow and 2 life.
just gonna do an 8 swing here.
Where Korea takes that. Never existed.
Double Marco
Interesting.
pass.
So this is second last turn for Hockey to double Marco. So we have 4 blockers here. Soru in his final turn, Soru can win if things stand this way. And the 10-minute timer is not going to matter as much because there's literally 2 turns left in this game match altogether. Soru's last turn, and Hockey's last turn. And Soru chose to pass.
Pass. Yeah, he
So
didn't want.
now he's
Yeah,
left has 5 or like 7 in hand. Just like that. 4 blockers that don't have to block anymore. This is the final turn. It has to go for it. So the only thing you can do is just split.
yeah.
Either Marco, Newgate, or Goldie Roger too.
I think this is. I think that's what he's
Yeah.
thinking, right?
He's for sure thing he's doing 12 and 12. So it's block. He has so many cards in hand right now that he can use also. Yeah, another never existed. And a 3. So 12 and then 1 rather. Yeah, 14. Sorry, 13. The hand is getting a little smaller. That was 3 cards to play off. Now, considering options, can't set up for Goldie Roger as no Dawn has been expended. Can boost up the Garb. Can also Marco Ace split. I think we're gonna be splitting. We're gonna be playing Yamato to give Crest at Dawn and getting that draw. That's interesting. So, mm,
Mm,
so
so 9 at life.
9 alive. Oh no, he took okay trigger. So we're at 1-1. What? I don't understand, Alex. What's happening here?
I I don't.
Why? This was this a reaction? No, this. I- Uh, so unfortunately, I think we might have had a lapse in judgment here. A
Yeah.
life was taken instead of a block because he had Mars up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So so I
yeah.
I
So
think I think hockey took it.
yeah, Hacky. Yeah, he definitely took it because there's no way deck count wise that Soru has more. There's absolutely no way. Yeah. So this was a unfortunately a punt.